It's kind of empty. Well, it is the morning. Alright, start with the quests. Questy quests. When I get through this realm reborn stuff, apparently it's just bad, but you know. Okay. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment. Any moment now. God's almighty, another second under the sun, and I would have been set afire, a tankard of ale, if he would be so kind. That's a very fast walk. Excellent timing, Papa Shan. It just so happens the adventurer who will be handing your petition is here. So this winsome lass is a much lauded adventurer, is she? Marvellous, marvellous. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, milady. I am Papa Shan, formerly of the Sultan's Swarm. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. Mayhap, I can't say perhaps because it's like, it's weird. Mayhap you like to apprise Aira of her mission. Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine of Amag Amagina. I don't know. And as mineral concern, it relates to an unfortunate development at Copper Bell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as the Hecotenturies Chayers. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mine during the bygone Thorn dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's a wonder they're angry. Did the Thorn dynasty came to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of the age use the hecaton chairs. How the hell do you pronounce that? To work their minds by way of enchanting helms. They were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will, but as is often the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In despite bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Helweviers, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lower, lowermost levels. So it was the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well, now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copper Bell in the myth a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened, so as to meet the rising demand for building materials, like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a changer to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. God bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copper Bear mines are in western Danaland. Do take care, you hear? And one last thing before you depart. An employee of Amagina and Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Messer, and he knows Copper Bear mines as well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Yeah. Okay, that was jeez, these things are getting long. I feel like doing side quests, you know. I feel like doing side quests. You know, side quests are looking delicious right now. Looking for Painted Messer? You found him. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with this mess down Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, miss. I just hope you've got skills to go with them, 'cause things ain't pretty down here. Wherever it is, left the place in a right state, and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second UI dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for those shorted materials needed for rebuilding effort, the concern would never have been thought to reopen. Jeez, these are a bit long, you know. I feel like skipping it, but you gotta know the story, you know. Especially in the main quest, you gotta know the story. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a bout worth of rocks for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing at the pickaxe too many, and they find themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery grind to a halt for want of aught to build them with. Oh gosh. The stone torturers keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way. The hope of the nation is resting on you, friend. Best of luck. Right, okay, let's get on with it. Jesus Christ. Wait, what? Wait, what? Let's go to chat. I don't care about anything else. When am I not gonna be grassroots? I've never gotten out of grassroots once. Still in grassroots. How did you get out of it? Do you have to complete all the grassroots quests and stuff, or I have no idea. Oh, you had to go that way. Let's go make a U-turn, but I don't think there's a direction for that, actually. How long is that sprint cooldown, honestly? I wish it was just shorter. There's no point of it being that long. Alright, sir. There's been an incident inside Copper Bell Mines. We are here to ensure that its effects are contained, but for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the whatever it is? I didn't think the Papa Shan would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can, and enter at will. Copperbell Mines now. Oh, is this oh, okay. This is another. Yeah. Now I have to wait a while. Okay. Let's do some little other quests then. Okay. So. Most dire happenings are afoot. A most grave and treacherous trespass. Some unprincipled knave has been flinching supplies from the storeroom. In order to apprehend this morally challenged rapscallion, I have procured 4 iron leg traps. To be completely honest, however, I'm not entirely certain how these things work. Would you be so kind as to set them for me? Once you are done, please report to my fellow brass blade, Chechazan. He'll want to know that his traps are being put to proper use. Okay. You set those traps up for Fulapa. Have you? Excellent. Perhaps now we'll see who thals balls in a knapsack. Thals balls in a knapsack, you know. That's brilliant. Are those my leg traps in front of the gatel? A trader's chocobo could step right into that and lose it at foot. I better disarm those things before someone important is horrifically injured. Yes, I know you were just following orders. It's Fafulapat, you see. He certainly means well, but disaster follows the man like a behemoth chasing a butterfly. Oh, there's a level 8. Don't need level 8s. Greetings, adventurer. If you have a moment to spare, I have a proposition that's guaranteed profitable at legitimate both. Tell me, do you know what a paste is? It's the skeleton that looks like a snake, except it gets around on 4 legs. The creatures are wont to petrify their prey with their dreadful gaze before moving in for the kill. I want to get my hands on their eyes. Eyes of the serpent, they're called, and I need someone who knows how to handle deadly wildfire to do the procuring for me. If you could slay some of the beasts and bring me 4 of their eyes, I'll see to it you're well rewarded. It's like a very dangerous mission. As 4 eyes of the serpent I want, say as many paste as it takes to procure them. Oh, okay. The eyes, my thanks, adventurer. What do I mean to do with these things, you ask? Why, sell them, of course. They may not look like much at first, but if you dip them in an alchemic concoction, they transform into a beautiful red gemstone. And these gemstones happen to fetch a handsome price in Gordania. Peace aren't found in the Black Shroud, you see. As a merchant, it's my job to know such things. I keep switching whether to have it far or close by. Okay, let's go for these quests down here. I've got 2 DPSs. You there, yes you. You're an adventurer, are you not? Are you not? Uh, you travel about Eorzea slaying beasts and finding treasure, that sort of thing. I've need help. I must travel to Horizon, where my cargo awaits, but my chocobo slugger won't move in. Won't move an ill. I tried to have a closer look, but I saw a vile pair of antennae protruding from his feathers and lost my nerve. I love Slugger with all my heart, but bugs I cannot do. I fear he may have a parasite ladybug that's gorging itself on his blood. Check him for me, would you? And if you find a ladybug dug in there somewhere, kill the damn thing. That was an easy kill. So, Slugger says thank you, and you've my thanks as well. I was sure as soon it was a parasite ladybug. You must have latched itself on somewhere along the road, but how the bloody thing managed to stay concealed at that size is complete mystery. Yeah, I wondered that. In fact, I'm not even going to question it. I just like to move on and put this all behind me. If we don't keep our chocobos healthy, cargo won't be able to move overland. We owe these birds a great debt. I wish more folk would see that. Oh, what's this lightning shard? You've time to spare, don't you? Make yourself useful and help me find my missing crates. The manifest clearly states that the three cates are bound for East Aldenard Trading Company were included in the latest shipment from Vesper Bay, but I can't seem to find the bloody things. They ought to be around here somewhere, but I can't waste any more time looking. If you find the crates, bring them to me. Where do you go? Oh, you have to find it around here, right. One more now, okay. Did you find my crates? Quick. Octo, okay. Is he here? I guess not, no. Yeah, I forget, just do this. Look how he runs. They know what they're doing. Okay, Mr. Wide Guy now. Mr. Wide Guy, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I was expecting that. Yep. Slaves no more. Free. Free. Yeah, I must get on with the main quest now. Yes, okay. Yeah. Ah, the conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our minin operations can resume, and Uldar will have the materials she needs to rebuild. Okay. Oh gosh. Entire nation is in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papa Shan the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Mamadi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. No. Okay. Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. Please, sir, I did steal nothing. Bought this, paid for it with my own coin. What right? You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford a maggot meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make a wish you'd never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades. You know, help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 as me witness. Yeah, he just turns around, walks. He turns around, walks right away. Please, adventurer, help me. I beg o ye. I swear on my mother's grave, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat my children to a decent meal. The way the guy just turned around, just walked casually. So funny. He literally turned around and just quickly walked away. I guess nothing. It was so casual. Right, okay, let's get on with this. And how the hells are you when you're at home? This dog's master. Oh. I've had enough of this mummer's farce. You lot, teach him a lesson. Oh, the enemies. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the hells do you think you're going? Thank ye, kind adventurer. Thank ye thrice over. Oh gee, she's fainting again. I swear there were more refugees than when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their land had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? It's the same thing happening in the other cities. If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced, Uldar has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them. It truly does, but I would be lying if I said that I was apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire patrolling the streets for riffraff? It may well come to that. What's that? Impoverished. I don't know that. And desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know that this place is like. What this place is like. If you're no coin, you've no hope. What will become out of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins. Get your Dodo tenderloins, guaranteed cheapest in Danaland. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think that Uldar was well on its way to recovery, but peer through the veil of prosperity, and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. I swear if you keep moving around, you're more likely to dodge them. Madame? Well, that's better. I'm talking about. Madame, are you alright? I don't know, I think moving around is cooler. It makes it look better. I don't know. What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? What, saw her buy that meat, you say? That's absurd. Ay, as did I leave the poor woman alone. Damnable vulture. Who said that? I'll overlook this, but just this once. God's bless ye, adventurer. If you hadn't come along, you did when you did. Who knows what the monster might have done? It don't bear thinking about. Ugh. I'm tired. Oh my gosh, I need sleep. Case closed. Hello again. We have been keeping a close eye on you ever since you left Gudania. You discharged your duty as envoy impeccably and never once faltered in the face of myriad dangers. But more importantly, you were always ready to help those in need, even if you didn't stand to earn a guild by doing so. You are possessed of all the qualities we seek in an adventurer. Of this we are convinced. Even if you were kind of dragged into the business with the dodo meat. Yes, thank you, Ida. Ahem. And then there is the matter of your gift. I dare say You are curious as to nature, to the nature of the vision you were born witness to moments ago? Well, we can help you to understand it. You're not the only one with that power, you know. We have a friend who has it too, and we'd love for you to meet her. And meeting her is the only beginning, for we would also have you lend your strength to our cause. In return, we should be glad to assist your adventuring endeavors in whatever way we are able. Should you decide to take us upon on our offer, and I sincerely hope you will pray speak with Mornady, the proprietress of the quicksand, is a good friend of ours. She will tell you where to find us. Um, well, I can't really see because I put the volume up. Wait a minute. We haven't even told you the name of our order. We are the scons. We are the scons of the Seventh Dawn, defenders of justice. Oh, but don't tell anyone except Momody. She knows already. All right. Okay. So where do we go? I'm gonna have it close because having it far away is annoying. It really is annoying. Having it far is just so annoying. Scenes like these are becoming ever more common. I'm afraid. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee, eh? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Ah, Ava, sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh off the carriage adventurer. But gods, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever guess you'd been hard at it with giants in the dark. You're every ilm the adventurer Mione said you'd be, Ava. The station master will be overjoyed when he hears the news. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. Oh, thank you for sparing the time. I realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name is Edda. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told, anyway. I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when. I am sorry, we were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Avir, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. I would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see, an adventurer's adventurer, and swore that he would be like you one day. I believed that he would have succeeded had a fear not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I have thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the woman you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I am inspired just as Avir once was, and so I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first to ask your name. Eira Guinevere, I shan't forget. Thank you, Eira Guinevere. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Why did I make that name? Jeez, I didn't realize it was going to be on the script. So you just call her adventurer and just don't care about the name. But jeez, how to pronounce her name now? I made. Adventuring can be cruel, bleeding business. Time was. I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot. Oh, oh gosh, I'm sorry. Thought it'd be a pain in the ass looking after you all, but against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post, and I'm full glad that I did. I feel privileged to be part of your lives, and that goes double for yours, Ava. Eh? What did you say? You want to know about the scones of Seventh Dawn? They're beginning to move in earnest then. Listen, Aira, the scones ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what, I can. So you want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise? I swear, if I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on another, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first, and the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being all down anyway. Don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you were wondering whether you can trust these scons of Southern Dawn, you can. They're good people who've made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's, Eorzea, Eorzea's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Aaron. Now I've been given leave to tell you where to find the scions. I don't know how you say it. I think it's space scions. But you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Thanalan. The place you're looking for is called the Whacking Sands. Give your name to whoever at the entrance and you'll be let in. You're a woman in demand, Aira, and the days ahead promise to be busy, but I hope you won't forget about them as help as how to make you into the adventurer you are. Drop in and tell them how you're faring from time to time. You hear? Right, well, I've said my piece. Off you go. Right, okay, so it's around here, isn't it? Yeah. I should be going to bed, man. I'm so tired. was gonna say, why is it still playing? I'm literally miles away. Why is the sprint mechanic too long? Black Desert don't have a sprint mechanic this ridiculously long. Like, why is it that long? Jesus Christ. One minute, one whole bleeding minute. And your sprint is only like, what, 15 seconds or something? I mean, come on, dude. Wait, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40. 20 seconds. So it's 20 seconds. Come on, man. At least make it 30 if you're going to do like halfway. I think if it's 30 seconds, that'd be cool. I'll be alright with that. I'll be alright if it's 30 seconds and a 30-second cooldown if it's equal. But 20-second sprint and geez, 40 seconds bleeding cooldown. Come on, dude. Man, I'm so tired. It's unreal. Why did I decide to play this game while I'm so literally tired? Like, so tired. Anyway, this guy, what do you need for this another mission? What's this? This require class job, discipline hand. Discipline of the hand. Oh, okay. Deep in the fires of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Tra la 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 la. Ah. Oh, you don't have the coronavirus. Jeez. Don't know if you're allowed to say that in Twitch, but you know. I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now, please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to. Here at the behest of Idiot and Palamo, my sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? Why did I fucking make a name like that? Ugh, now I'm struggling to pronounce it. Ah, here you are. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sons of headquarters of the Scons of Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. Well, I guess the other going now. I take it you're a Guinevere, Tatara sent word that you had arrived. Lady Miniphilia has eagerly awaited your coming this way, if you please.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minphilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Science, okay.
I have awaited your
Why does it say
coming.
science? Science, okay. I wish they had voice actors so they can pronounce the names first, and then I could pronounce it after.
Please,
you know.
be at ease.
It's like
You
I
are
would
among friends here.
I would have never pronounced the Aorzia if the narrator didn't say it. Like when the beginning of Final Fantasy, he pronounced the Aorzia, so that's why I pronounced it. I would have pronounced it easier or something like that, or Oilzia, or like I don't even know. Like if it weren't for that narrator that pronounced it first, I wouldn't even pronounce it as Aorzia.
No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body? All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo. With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals.
I'm not gonna lie, but she looks huge compared to her hair. I don't know why, but like you see her hair, she looks kind of huge compared to the other characters. I don't know why. I don't know. She looks like it's kind of irregular. I don't know. It's a bit jarring. She looks huge, like compared to everyone else. It's weird.
Measures must be taken.
There we go. That she looks. That's a decent size.
Faction, race, language, or
That's so
creed.
weird.
And to do so, the
That was jarring. That shot was so jarring, man.
Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at word from me, They will gladly afford you certain privileges and might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example, are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. Thank you, Tatara. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainers registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say the retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutual beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me, without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. Half an NPC can be hired by players carrying out such tasks as show guild and get or selling marketplace. Okay. The Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have been striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Aira. I will go with the wild rose blossoms. Yours is no small endeavor. The dangers are great. What will you say? I'll say that. Ah, Glamour Dispeller, finally! A Glamour Dispeller! I actually need that. Well, not yet, actually.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the
Papalima. Okay,
12
that's how you
wood.
pronounce it. Would you say Yida?
Hello there.
Welcome. I had every confidence that you would agree to help us.
I'm not gonna lie, but he sounds like the voice of one of those CBBC's children's shows, or the like presenters or something. No, they both actually sound like it, like the duo.
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ulda, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Yashtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I'm glad of our meeting.
I think he's
At the
extra.
Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Ever at your service, fair lady.
Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spartay of abductions. Crimes which we believe to connect, assuming we are correct. It is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on their caravan, our friends of the Amagina and Sons mineral concern have doubled security over all the shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abduction should be our priority. According to the preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Yeah. Okay. I'm tired. I'm still gonna get to 3 hours of streaming this and then I'll finish it. 3 hours or should I do? No, 3 hours. That's the limit. That's it. Up to 3 hours and that's it. As soon as I reach 3 hours, do the last quest and then. So where's that quest then? Jeez, all the way there. Okay, fair enough. It's quite a while. I'm not fast traveling. I know I can fast travel, but I'm not doing that. Actually, what places are there? Blackshroud, Nethalna, okay, so there's that many realms. Oh, there's more realms than that. Right, I've gotten. I think with my last character, I've gotten up to this quest. It's basically you had to pretend to be like a poor guy and catch the guy out, and then blah blah blah. But yes, you had to pretend to be a poor person, and then eventually, I think that's as far as I got up to. So when I do that, I'm basically the rest of the main quest is basically new to me after this one there. Actually, there's a shop, isn't there? What are these? So, control. So me, Marcus, skill speed 8%. Yep, getting that. Okay, let's see the other ones though first. GP. Skill speed 8%. Max 4. Not sure what that means. Pearl chocolate. Vitality critical hit rate. So that's skill speed, vitality, tenacity. Yep, so I'll get the chocolate because that gives me a bit more. So how much shall I get? Yeah, I'll say 100. I got 15,000. Yeah, I'll say 100. Oh, actually, I can sell some stuff as well. Savage A materia. Nope, I'm not saying that. What's that? Street crafting material, shop selling place. Don't need that. Hide. No, don't need that. Shows that alchemy restorative cures places. This is apply this. Okay, we keep that. Virtue, craft material. What's that? Exchange for gil. Yeah. Craft material. Don't need crafting materials. I have no much use for. Actually, there's crafting material. Looks like a special edition crafting material. What's this? Crafting material, raw music sheets. Blah blah blah. Nope. I need that. The orange juice. I will keep because I bought it from the marketplace. There's no point selling it. To be fair, let's be honest. I might as well just eat. Oh wait, what did I just sell? I think I sell the blood. Oh, I might sell the old antidote. I don't really. You know what? No, keep it antidote. I'm not gonna sell any more antidotes. Honey, crafting material. What's this? Garland milk, crafting material. What's that? Animal hide? Yeah, don't need that. Flatbread, Tennessee, blah 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 blah. Meatloaf, skill speed, blah blah blah. There you got that. I probably need that anyway. Yeah. So. Oh jeez, I want to organize it though. It looks like a mess. I mean, I want this to be potions, then this side to be like food, and then this side to be whatever, and then this side to be whatever and whatever. Yeah. Oh, that's different. But I can't bother organizing it. But anyway, what should I get? Skill speed or? Oh, they're both the same anyway. For 30 minutes, yeah, I might as well. Wait, they only have one? Okay, well, it don't matter anyway. Hey, I'm Isambard. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it? Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting of your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amaljar. It seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title of this camp, but the people here have come to talk me from for leadership. You have my word that I do all I can do to help see these victims safely return. Oh, these robots on. I don't need those. Let's just get right to it. Then, Minfilia names the Amaljar culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been leveled on these lands of the Amaljar hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers of the Church of Saint Adama Landama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amaljar still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing. You may even come to learn something of what the Amaljar seek in this area. Okay. Let's test his skill speed then. Not a huge difference. It's like Black Desert, like 8% isn't a huge amount. I mean, it does add a bit of like the critical rate does add to it, but you know. Oh gosh. Oh, it is good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Amaljar? Did you see any? Surely, such a massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amaljar remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed. But I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amaljar raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travellers pass through Dryburn every day, and even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we find the reason for these vanishing. 12 forbid it to be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungus who was born here in Dryburn and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffling away and the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him. Also, he's not like to speak to you. I'll make him speak. I'll just punch him. Where is it? Oh, here's the guy. He's the guy behind it all. Well, gods be damned. Oh, spoilers. I played this quest already. I've only played this part, and the rest of it is like the rest of it is gonna be completely new because I'm literally just got there and just started my character. Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Uldar. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours is embarred. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tall and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Gosh. Play them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them. I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before. What with all the disappearance? You can go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Yeah, but you're the one who's done it. He was part of the disappearance. Please, miss, just leave me be. I've nothing to say but this. Thou'll take who or whatever, been feeding of us low folk. So that basically, I think the Amjar, I can't remember that. I think the Amaljar has been using these people as sacrifices for this god of the Ifrit or something. Well, what do you want from me? I don't know anything. I swear. Please don't kill me. Oh gosh. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and move on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Costa del... Welcome back, Aira. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungus. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious belief. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then they clergy may know something of use. What's that, brass? Okay. Right, this is where you have to learn where the, if you would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than at the church of Saint Adam Landama. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you're headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust no one more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marcus. He tends the graves of the Lichard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Oops. No, I'm going to do this little part. When it gets to that, pretending to be like the poor guy's quest part, whatever, and then fighting the Amjar and the Ifrit. Well, no, actually, no, before, I'm not going to do that until I'm like, I am Marcus, yes. A body? Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, miss. If you seek a place above you, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. So basically, I think the Ifrit is the Amjals or whatever it is. Amaljar. It's been using those vulnerable people to take their soul or something and then resurrect them or whatever, like, or whatever. Bloody hell, I can't really speak right now. I'm so fucking tired, it's unreal. Where's the... Right, you gotta go up there, do you? So how do you get up there? How do you get up there? Wait a minute. How do you go up? You have to go that hill part here. Oh, there's a path there. It's so little you can't even see. There it is. There's a path. I thought that was closed. That looks closed off, but you go through here, do you? There we go. Ah, have I done it again? Jesus Christ, dude. Wait, what am I doing? What do you do? Okay. That was weird. May they all walk in Thao's realm. What? Missing people? I am afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Orison can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Orison within the church walls. That's a bit close. I hear you have done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Eisenberg when you next see him. Hmm? You seek knowledge of the missing drybone inhabitants? It is true, I am closer to the people than any other of the order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marcus would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. I saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offence at his conduct. I must have words with Marquis and soon. Yeah, what? Might be looking. Yeah. You look like Marcus. Thancred. No, Thancred, not Marcus. Thank you, Aira. Although it was no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger, were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Aira? Yeah, a bit glitchy. A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungus more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. You know what? That's why that guy was threatening her, the girl in the beginning, that, oh yeah, she stole stuff, because she's basically trying to tell a lie so he could take her as a sacrifice to the, Amon Giles and whatever it is, and then resurrect Ifrit. So I think that's how it went. Was it prostration, prayer, penitence, object deeds done behind closed doors, away from praying eyes? Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good sister Alison herself? Alison? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend. Trip. That's definitely true. And you would be wise to keep an eye on to this, Rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marcus, I swear to the 12, I've seen that face elsewhere before. This is where we had to pretend to be whatever, like the poor guys or whatever. But I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Well, after my sleep because I'm too tired.